everybody, Crusher Callan here, and today I'm playing Scorched Earth. And in this video I'm going to be doing a guide on taming a Rock Golem or Rock Elemental. So I'll go through what you're gonna need, and then what you're gonna need to tame one, and then I'm gonna hopefully go out and find a Rock Elemental and tame it. So there are certain things that you're going to need to tame a Rock Golem. So it is different to the way you would normally tame something. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a Paraceratherium. I would suggest a medium to high level, because if it's low level and a Rock Golem or whatever hits you, and it kills the Paracer, then you really are kind of stuffed, because then you can't really shoot it anymore. So something that can take a couple of hits is probably worth it, even though it might take a little longer to tame. And then once you have your Paraceratherium, you are also going to need the platform saddle. The platform saddle for it. So you unlock it at level 50, and it's 320 hide, 200 fibre, 70 metal ingots, 45 silica pels, and 25 cementing paste. And once you've got that, you equip it to your Paraceratherium and you get this. So it's basically just a big rectangle of just metal, pretty much. And then once you've got that, you're going to need 2 metal foundations and a cannon, because unlike most other dinosaurs, with the not with the Paraceratherium, with the Rock Golem, you have to shoot it with a cannon, and that's the way you deal torpor to it and knock it out. So I'll show you what you need for the cannon. So for the cannon, you are going to need 950 metal ingots, 200 fibre, 150 hide, 120 thatch, and 300 cementing paste. But that is not all. You are going to need cannonballs, otherwise you will have a cannon but no ammo. So per cannonball you're going to need 80 metal ingots, 30 gunpowder, 20 cementing paste, and 4 obsidian. And then once you've got your cannon and quite a few cannonballs, if you look on Dodo Decks or one of the other taming calculator websites, then you'll just find out how many you need per Rock Golem. So I'd probably bring a couple extra just in case. And then you can build the cannonballs in the cannon and build the platform, and then you'll be pretty much set to go. You don't need these walls. I just put them here because I was planning to put them down the bottom here as butt protection, so if the Rock Golem throws a rock at him, it hits the walls instead of him. But it didn't let me, so I just put the walls around the side and the back, which you don't need to do. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much about it for the platform. You can put more on it. You can make like a little room where you've got like a bed and like just stuff to make things and all that, but this is easily the cheapest and simplest design for taming one. So yeah, and once you've got all of this ready, you can go out and find yourself a Rock Golem, and that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. So I'll see you guys when I have found a Rock Elemental, if I find a Rock Elemental. Alright, so I'll be right back. And we are back, and sorry about the last part of the video. It was actually a fail of when we tried to tame a Rock Golem the first time. But that failed, of course, as you would have seen, or you wouldn't have seen it, but We kept shooting him in the head, and it didn't actually like do torpor. It just did damage, and it ended up killing him. But don't worry about that. We found a new one, and we successfully tamed him. I would have showed you the taming of Smash here, but I didn't record it. So silly me, I should have recorded knocking it out. But it's practically the same process, but not having it stuck in the ruins and shooting it a tiny bit lower in the head. Alright, so I'm gonna show you the stats and his damage, and show you what he harvests and all that sort of stuff. Alright, so first I'll show you appearance. So he is actually quite a bit larger than the T-Rex. I'm not sure how big he would be compared to a Giga, but I reckon he'd be just maybe a bit smaller. But yeah, so he looks really cool. He's got like red gaps in between each of the rocks on his like legs and all across his body, and he looks really cool. His head, the design, and it all looks really cool. I love the design of this dinosaur. Oh, not dinosaur, mythological creature. So, it kind of looks like a big stone Hulk, practically. Alright, now, stats. So, we found him at level 35, and he tamed out at level 36, and we used sulfur to tame him, because we didn't have kibble available to us. But it only got one level, as you would know, if we found it at level 35, tamed at 36. But when you don't use kibble, you don't usually get very many more levels, and it takes a lot longer. I think the difference was like, I don't even know, but I think it was like for a 150 it's 5 days using stone, and I'm pretty sure it's like 50 minutes, maybe like 2 hours or something when you use kibble, but we just didn't have the kibble, so we had to tame him with sulfur, which still took a little while. But anyway, we have him here on the island. Alright, so stats. 4,938 health. We have pumped health and I think maybe a bit of damage, I'm not too sure. So 4,938 health, 540 stamina, 712 weight, 149.3 melee damage, and 100 movement speed. But you have to keep in mind, this guy is a level 44, and he was not tamed with kibble, so he's definitely not going to be as good as our T-Rex. But let's just have a look at the stats of our T-Rex. So he has 11,718 health, which is like quite a bit more by a bit. A lot more stamina. More weight, which surprises me. I was thinking a big rock golem would have heaps of weight, but turns out it doesn't. But that's a 30 or 44 or whatever it is. This guy's 244, so if you get a high level, the weight would definitely be higher in the rock golem. And 586 melee damage and 118 movement speed. So there's quite a big difference in all of the stats, but that's to be expected. There's a huge level difference. Alright, now I'll show you his attacks and the damage of each of his attacks. So he has 3 attacks and 1 ability. So left click is where he just whacks the ground with his fist as hard as he can, sending dust flying everywhere. So that's left click. And then his right click is where he picks up a boulder and chucks it out at the opponent. So this guy actually does have a long range attack. And his final attack, which is C. So if you press C, he does a twirly whirly and punches the thing in the face. Alright, now let's test this guy's melee damage. So for his left click attack, it is really, guys, it's 78 damage. It's 78 damage. How could it possibly be 78? And when you keep spamming left click, it has a DP damage per second of 63. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. I've not tested this, so I have no idea. I had no idea that he was actually do that much damage. Alright, right click, boulder throw. 1,173. So, it goes from 78 to 1,173. Huge difference. So if you get a really high level one, the damage of the left click will be high, but the damage of the right click will be even higher. Alright, now let's see C. Let's see C. So 52 damage, really? I was expecting the C to be higher. Maybe it hits multiple enemies or something, but it still looks pretty cool. Alright, so the highest damage of the Rock Golem was it hit the target. Oh, come on! Oh, wow! 1,173. Alright, let's see the strongest attack of our level 244 Imprinted T-Rex Black Stripe. By the way, guys, this is going to be a big difference. 4,202. Yep. So 3,000 more damage than the Rock Golem's boulder throw. Big difference. So I reckon when they're about the same level, I don't quite know. I reckon they might be kind of even. The Rock Golem might be a bit better, but I'm not too sure. It'll definitely be better in weight. But speed and stamina will definitely be worse than the T-Rex, I reckon. Alright, so let's upgrade health, because he's got really low health. Alright. So, now harvesting. Let's see what this guy harvests, and I'm pretty sure it's a pretty wide variety of things that the Rock Golem actually harvests. Alright, so let me hop off here. Alright. So, let's see what he gets from rocks. So from rocks he gets stone, but no flint. So it's all about the stone with this guy. I reckon he might be actually a bit better than the Dodix. I'm not too sure. I'd have to. It's hard because this guy's so much lower level than all the other dinosaurs that we have, but it's alright. Yeah, so he's alright. It's just the weight that lets him down from gathering stone. Alright, so let's drop all that. Alright, now let's see what he gets from his trees. Well, not his trees. Trees. Alright. Let me just eat. His stamina's all the way back up. So if you left click on a tree, you're going to get quite a bit of wood and a tiny little bit of thatch as well. So yeah, you're not really getting that much thatch out of it. It's more the wood and stone. So this guy doesn't harvest berries, which should kind of be expected. I don't reckon you'd see a big stone Hulk running around collecting berries out of bushes carefully. Right, now let's see what he gets from other dinosaurs. So these guys are stone eaters, so I'm not sure whether he'll actually get meat or he has to eat meat because you can't get berries, so. Or unless maybe he does actually eat stone. I'll have to see. So it took him a while to kill him, but he is a low level. So he gets raw meat, hide, a bit of keratin, and if the creature is able to give it to him, he gets hide or prime meat as well. Alright, let's drop all that. So, I think there aren't really any metal spawns nearby. But I don't reckon this guy will get metal. I reckon he's kind of like a Dodic. He gets stone from most things. And on Scorched Earth, I reckon this guy would probably be able to get salt. Maybe sulfur, I'm not sure. And I think that's, and sand from just the normal rocks as well. So yeah. Oh, how could I forget? The ability, which is probably one of the coolest things that I've seen in a dinosaur so far in Ark. But there are heaps of cool things in Ark, so. Alright, so, as you probably would have seen in the wild if you have Scorched Earth, they pop out of rocks or they disguise themselves as rocks and pop out and just totally wreck you. This ability actually carries through to once it's tamed. So you can actually disguise this guy as a rock once he is tamed, even when he's got a saddle on. So it looks like a perfectly normal island rock when on the island, and on scorched earth it looks like a scorched earth rock, but the scorched earth rock is kind of a bit noticeable, but I reckon the island rock is actually pretty good for disguise. Like, you could have heaps of these guys just lying around your base on aggressive or something, and then when someone comes nearby they all break out and just kill the person or whatever. But yeah, so I'll bring him out of the rock. Alright, here we are. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about it for the rock elemental or rock golem. I really love the abilities. I love the animation for his attacks, and the looks, and what he gathers is really good as well. So I really like this dinosaur. I reckon this is probably one of the coolest that you can find on scorched earth. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like, and if you've got any feedback, put it in the comment section down below. And hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Bye!